Hi everyone, this is Diane. I'm going to work on another cover for Disney Journals. My daughter was here last evening. She saw this and made decisions about what she wants for her journal cover. I think I know what I want for my journal cover. So we both want fabric, and so I'm not going to put these journals together at this point. I don't know when. I don't want to wait too long, but we'll just see. I'm going to set these aside for now, so no golden book ones for now. So first of all, let me show you what I have recently found in the last week at flea markets and thrift stores that can work in my journals. Now, if you have been watching my hauls, you've already seen these, but I got these at the flea market on Monday. And there were two, and they were $1 each. I don't know how old they are. There's no year on them, but I think they're vintage. They are, it's aged. The color, the paper is discolored where the sticker is. But it doesn't really matter to me because I'm going to use them in our journals. I don't care how old they are, but it just looks like an older decal. And then yesterday, I went back to the store that it's a antique store, but a lot of the stuff in there is not antique, and a lady there now has a lot of paper crafting supplies that she bought from a crafter that sold everything. So I went back yesterday when I could actually look at things without other ladies crowding in. So I got 2 sets of Cuttlebug embossing folders. This one has, I guess I can show you these. It has Mickey, Goofy, and Donald. Now, they won't be 2-colored like that. It'll just be embossed. It'll all be one color. It would all be the light blue. I think they did that just for contrast. It actually looks like they cut out the pieces and added. That would be a lot of work. I don't know if they did that there. But anyway, that would make a cute journaling card or pocket or something. And then this one, I wasn't sure if those were slots to cut out, but they're not. They are embossed lines, so they would be journaling lines. And it's a good size, so that'll be cute. And then the other one was Tinkerbell. Looks like this. And then this one is, again, embossed lines to write on. And they are fairy dust, lines of fairy dust. So I can't wait to try those out. And then I also bought yesterday this set of stamps and dies to cut the images out. So there's a deer, and a fox and a squirrel and a hedgehog, which are not in Bambi, but I thought we both love Bambi too, so I thought I could use at least the Bambi, but I love the woodland animals, so I would use this for other things too. And it doesn't look like they were used at all. Get these things out of the way. So what I decided I would do, first of all, this is the finished Mickey cover, and we both love Mickey, and we like this classic look, and we both love this cover, but we both want princess journals. I told her, well, I'm giving you one for free. I'm going to sell the others, so if you want to buy Mickey, you can. But I was kidding. If she wanted it, I would give it to her. So anyway, she did decide she got to see how it looks with patched pieces instead of all one fabric and little bits of lace and ribbon on it, and she really liked that look. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if I told you already, but I'm going to have a mix of the princesses. And this is Cinderella's castle. So I'm going to put all of them on my cover, inside or outside, or both. I'm going to make it look cute, but I want everything on it. I love Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. She's my favorite princess, but they didn't have the Sleeping Beauty fabric except for the fairies, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. And I love the colors of this, so that's representing Aurora. So she wanted all of them too. She wants it primarily Cinderella, but she's not into blue, unfortunately. We have the pink fabric with the castles, so she wants that incorporated, and she wants the patch look, the patchwork cover, so that I can incorporate more pinks and some golds, you know, the yellow gold color, because that's featured on here, and not kind of not let the blue overpower. So I was looking through fabrics yesterday and finding some that I have that might work, and maybe some pieces of this. I think this is the right colors and just some fun things. It was that vest piece of fabric. I got 2 of them recently. And I have some other, this one I love, but again, it's blue. I don't know, I might use it in mine. But some more pinks that I'll try to find some that work. Polka dot. And I didn't have a lot of yellow or gold, but I did have this. So I'll try to make it work for her. And I wrote it down, but it's upstairs. She wants these on the front along with the other fabrics. And, well, maybe she doesn't want these. She wants this. I'll have to look at my paper. It's a good thing I wrote it down. I know she wants this on the back inside cover. And I think it's this one she wants on the back. No, this one, because I wrote the word fairies. She wants this one on the back, on the front inside cover. And I told her I could make a Snow White pocket or something with this inside, so she can have everything represented, like everything that I have. Her favorite princess is, I forgot her name. Oh, Rapunzel from Tangled. So I don't have anything with her, but she wants classic princess anyway. So that's what we're doing. And then I was looking at my book of wallpaper yesterday, and this was the first page that was in that kitchen wallpaper book. Perfect for, of course, you know, perfect. And this is a compliment to that little green pattern. There's some viney flowers. This would not be for Judy's book. The polka dots, that could be for the Mickey and Minnie books too. And a giant apple design. Big polka dots. So I could use this in Judy's book. It's got the yellow mottled look and some red, some green. It's got a little bit of a stripe. I don't know if that shows up. And then there are some borders with apples. I could definitely cut the apple part off. Bigger ones, smaller ones, lots of apples. There's a blue, kind of a marbled look. And a light blue polka dot. So I was surprised how many wallpapers I pulled out of that book. I probably won't use them all, but they're there if I need them. So I'm going to get started. I think I'll do mine first, because I don't have to worry about, is this what she wanted? And she's at work today. So I might send her pictures as I work on hers, or take it next door if she's there and say, is this what you want? So I want to make it just right for her. So like I said, I'm going to have all of these. Plus I want to include some of these other designs to help break up the Disney. But I think I'm going to have Cinderella featured on the front. Although I do like Snow White. I think I like the Snow White cartoon better because of the gorgeous scenery, and the artwork in that movie was top notch. And so I love the story. Plus, it's my mother's favorite, so makes it sentimental for me. So maybe I'll do Snow White on the front, so it'll be different from Judy's. She wants Snow White featured, or Cinderella. So let's do Snow White. I'm going to tear off the selvage. This fabric tears very nicely. It is, oh, that doesn't have it. Here it is. I bought this at Joann's, but if you could get it anywhere else, I don't know. Doesn't, oh, Springs Creative is the brand. Snow White icon, packed. So it's like her iconography. And I do want to wrap the fabric around the edge, so I need to make sure it's, oh, you know what, I didn't do the spine thing. I have to know where the spine is going to be. Just so you know, I'm probably going to edit out the thing that I just did. So I want you to know I paused what I was doing so that I could mark the spine like I did in the first fabric cover video. So you can go back and watch that if you want to know what that's all about. I had to know where my spine was going to be so I could design the front and back covers. I think I'll have Snow White at the bottom, and I have enough to fold around the cover. I want her, this one, to be up, because this one is upside, right side up. So I'm going to have to cut some of this off. But I want a good portion of it to be Snow White, so I'm going to move her up there. I won't tear this off until I decide the rest of the covers. Oops, getting some stuff mixed in here. Okay, now I could do, I don't want, I guess I like the pastel colors, but this is not the pastel fabric. So I have a lot of this polka dot, thank goodness, because I want to use this for the Mickey and Minnie ones. smaller piece if it's big enough. It is. I should have torn this fabric with a little space above her so I could put my lace there. So now there's room for some lace or trim there. So that's better. All right, now we need this, and I need to iron it. All right, I cut it, I ironed it and then tore it to the right size, and then I took it back to the iron and pressed it about 1/4 of an inch or a little bit more in on both sides. So that will go there. First I have to add the trims and all that stuff before I add this. All right, guys, I had this finished and I am making changes. I like this and I like this, and I didn't really like it together. It was okay, but it didn't make me as happy as this one did. So I thought, I need to fix it. I need this to make me happy. So the glue was set, but I was able to pull it off and remove this part. So what can I use and still keep Snow White on here? And I took the spine piece and tried that out here and thought, I really like that because it's nice with this, even though it's pink, the blue is nice with this blue, and then it's gonna blend right into this part. So I think I'm gonna go with this, and I don't know if I'm going to have a little piece here or not, because I don't know if I do the pink polka dots, I don't know if it will go well with this. So I'm just gonna try it out. So I thought, if I'm gonna put this here, this fabric here, then I probably won't want it here. So this is very much like it, but darker. I eliminated a large chunk of video because it was a lot of me going back and forth on what I was doing here. Maybe I could put this over here and maybe put this in there. It's not like all pink, but it's got little pink flowers. I think that might be okay. I want to make sure I get a good cluster of flowers. Oh, that's too close to the top. Well, I definitely like it better than with the red. I'm going to go with this. I thought I was going to make 2 journal covers today, but I know that I am not, because this one has taken me too long. But sometimes it happens. You want to get it right. You don't want to just settle. Sometimes it's okay to settle, but this is an important one, and it's the cover. It's not just a page. It's an important one because this is probably the last Disney trip I'll ever make. I said that the last time, and that was 10 years ago. And I've had 2 trips to Disney in my life. Disneyland, no, Disney World. Once with my husband, and once with my husband and my daughter and her family. So it's similar, but my husband won't be there this time, of course. It was our last vacation together. So there will be a lot of memories, maybe some sadness for me, but I am going to just enjoy the experience and enjoy the time with my family. Don't know if this is wide enough. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, now I can just fold the edges over on this corner. On the Mickey Mouse cover, I sewed the fabrics. I sewed all around all the fabrics before I glued the lace on. But this shows you don't have to. I glued all the fabrics down securely, so they don't need to be sewn, and the laces cover up the stitching anyway. Okay, I like that better. I am happy with that. Let's see if I like it with this. I think so. I like wrapping it around a completed journal so I can see, because it doesn't have a spine that is rigid or defined really. So this helps me see what the whole thing is going to look like. Looks like I could add something, a button, or I don't know. I'm not going to do it yet. It's something I will think about. Even maybe a ribbon right here, like a bow. I don't know. And then this side. I like both sides. I'm happy now. Sorry. I'm cutting the spine, or the spine fabric. I'll do it on this side. To 3.5 inches wide. And on the first one, I used my iron to press it because my iron was already hot, but I'm going to just try finger pressing it. I'm not measuring it. I'm just going to roll it under, fold it over to the back, and finger press it. And then what I will do is I am going to sew all the way around this, and I could do that after I attach this. So this gets sewn right across here also. But I also want it to look like the spine, this fabric, is sewn to this journal. So I'm going to just sew these edges down. Now we have stitching along the sides. The spine will not be stitched. This fabric will not be stitched down. So, like even sewing signatures on, I'm not sewing them through this fabric. So I want to make sure it's got plenty of glue to hold it where it belongs and not have it be loose at all on the spine. Making a mess on my mat. I think I don't care anymore because I'm thinking about getting a new one. This glue does not come off the mat. That's why I put my Tim Holtz craft mat down usually, because it comes off of that. All right, are we ready to see? Ta-da! How pretty. That's better than what I had the first several times. So I had said that I was going to include everything on this journal, so I tried that without the Bambi stuff. Well, the only other thing that I added was the fairies from Maleficent. I had them on background fabrics and scattered them, and then the red polka dots, it wasn't doing it for me. I decided not to do these, but I still left the red polka dots there. And it just wasn't working for me. So, there is such a thing as changing your mind. Take things apart if you have to. Okay, that's glued down. And then when I sew all the way around the outside perimeter of this cover, it'll sew down this edge of the lace. All right, so I'm not going to have time to work on my daughter's cover, and that's okay, because that means I'll be able to show this to her and talk about things I changed my mind on, and just make sure she wants to stick with what she has planned. And her idea was more similar to this, not using all the stuff on the front. So on the inside, I will have my fairies on this part, and I will put Bambi on this part. So I'll have them in my journal. So that's it for today. I have to get ready for my grandkids to come and watch a movie with me. And then hopefully my son's going to come over to pick his daughter up when we're done with the movie. His birthday was Wednesday, and that was yesterday in my time. And I told him he could come have dessert this week, and he picked butterscotch brownies. He and I are the only ones that like them, so they don't get made very often. So I'm excited. I get to make butterscotch brownies, and I'll eat some with him, and then he can take the rest home. So I have to get ready for all of those things. I don't know if he's going to come and do that today or tomorrow, but I'm hoping he'll do it today. I missed spots with my glue. Okay. I'll be back to do some more. I'm probably not going to do any more journal cover work on the video. I will tell you that before I add the fabric to the inside, I will sew the journal to a piece of fabric, which is attached to the spine piece. I will sew that all together, and then I will glue that part here, and then I will cover this part with fabric. And after I do that, I will add a pocket to the front and back. Oh, so here's what I was trying to say. Before I glue the fabric down, I will attach a ribbon or something here, and then put the fabric on top so the ribbon is sandwiched in there, and it will be the tie for the journal. Thank you all for coming today. I know this video was a bit disjointed, and I chopped off a whole bunch of it, but hopefully it came together well and you understood everything I was doing, or the most important parts anyway. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day. Bye.